Hey guys, welcome to the Profit Channel. Today we're going to talk about Palantir, uh, ticker symbol PLTR. Uh, just wanted to briefly touch on this stock. I've been in it since. So I bought some when I was 18, then I bought some when I was 16, bought some when I was like 12, uh, bought some more when I was 10 something. So, anyways, I loaded a lot on that. Now, what made me do that? So because it took me a long time to research this company and I couldn't get it. Like it took me honestly like a month or two of watching like different guys on YouTube and going on their website, and there's a lot of knowledgeable guys like Code Strap, Amit, that talks about it, Sachin, Chris. These guys all talk about it, right? Palantir Vision, Palantirian. Like, there's a whole bunch of guys that talk about it, and they're pretty knowledgeable, right? So I kept watching their videos, and it was so difficult because I really a lot of my late investments are based off of Peter Lynch's style. So I pretty much like every couple of years there's going to be a correction every few years. So 6 years to 10, there's going to be like uh, like a bear market, or could be like a recession or whatever you want to call it. But during recessions, sometimes half of the time stocks go up anyway. But yeah, so I during my research I couldn't get it. Like I was like trying to figure out what these guys do, because they're so secretive. First of all, with their Gotham stuff, because it's directed towards the government, obviously. So, anyways, after a while, okay, I figured these guys, they're like a software that a lot of companies are gonna need to use if they want to stay ahead, because what it does is it takes all their data that they're not using right now or confused about, or if it's like all over the place, they just take it in and you know make sense of it, and let them use it. They do predictions where, like, okay, if we do this, what's gonna happen, or what if the supply chain issues, like, um, they get worse. What should you do? Like things like that. So it basically it's something that if companies, like huge companies, need to save money and grow and stay ahead of time, they need to use this. So it's almost gonna be like a Microsoft, when you buy a computer or something, or a laptop. So it's gonna be something like that. That is gonna be. Uh, I think every big corporation is gonna be building on it. So it's huge. I see the potential. And then the other thing was that these guys, um, Alex Karp. I don't know how I feel about him, but like he's pretty smart. Uh, he's studied something completely different. But he's in the software now. But Peter Thiel, he's a legend. This guy's, Facebook and PayPal and all that. So he's a solid guy. Now these guys, they bought gold, like 50 million worth of, like, just before this thing happened, and I was like, okay, this company works with all these government agencies and all that, and they're buying gold. What the, like, they know something, right? So that's when I loaded a little bit more on certain defensive stocks that I know when, like, things go down, those will move up. I picked up some on those, but buying gold, like they bought 50 million or something worth of gold just before this Ukraine thing happened. And also there were signs, like, I mean, I kept seeing like all these huge uh, companies selling their stock like crazy, like Walmart, Facebook, all, and then Tesla also. Like Elon, I like Elon a lot, but he was like, oh man, I'm selling it for taxes, whatever. $10 billion worth he sold, like, just before everything went down. So I knew something is coming up. But with Palantir, these guys, so they, I mean, they're gonna be very essential for all businesses, and then for most governments too. And they also work with Western countries and their governments, so they're not into helping, like, like our enemies, I would say. So that's a good thing. um, and they just commercialized their foundry platform, which would help with all the businesses. So a lot of businesses are going to need to adopt this, and they're already working with huge companies like Boeing and this that, like all these companies that work, Bank of America. There's a whole list of huge clients that these guys work with, and then they're also buying a lot of these SPACs, investing into them and letting them use their software. So they're using them as guinea pigs, but at the same time, they're going to be profiting off them because they're going to be making money. If even if they go wrong with like 70% of them, only a couple of them need to make it, and then they'll make that money back, right? So that's another thing. I so there's other reasons too, but one of the things looks, fundamentally speaking, like I went on their like I went to see their see how much debt they have, how much cash they have. These guys have like over $2 billion in cash, 50 million in gold. They're cash flow positive. um, they're gonna be profitable in a couple of years. I hope so. But yeah, so like they have no debt. Like for me, it's very essential that the company has to have cash on their balance sheet, and then they have no debt. Like that is very crucial. Yes, they were the one negative thing would be that they're obviously diluting shares to their shareholders by giving their employees compensated with shares. That's something that I don't like. But if you actually look at the chart, you would see that um, the shares that they would give to their employees have drastically gone down. So it actually, all those shares that they were giving away, they're not giving it. But and I understand why they were giving it away, because you need to retain talent. Like all these guys that work at Palantir are all top notch um, programmers and code guys, and so I mean they need to, and they've hired a whole bunch of salespeople lately, so they're gonna be hopefully utilizing that as well. So all these things, when combined, it made me feel comfortable to keep buying them, even though it was dipping and dipping, and they went from, like, I never invested when it was like 28 or 40 or whatever. I was watching it at that time. I watched it since IPO actually. um, so yeah, I kept loading and loading. My average is pretty low right now. So I'm gonna stop. I mean, I'm not spending anymore, because I have a rule also where I only dedicate, a percentage of my overall portfolio. So I'm not gonna like go nuts and put everything into, like, I know some guys like Sachin that's put 100% of his public portfolio into it, right? And I think he's just gone offline for a few months to go make more money so he could put that into it too. But I mean, to each his own. But I'm not gonna do that, because I've learned my lesson for not diversifying. And some people are like, oh, don't diversify in this, and no, you need to diversify, because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. If that basket falls and those eggs break, you're done. So it's gonna take a long time for you to like build back up. But if you have a bunch of stocks, and don't like have too many stocks, just have like a, like maybe like 10, 14, 20, I would say the most, and just keep pumping money into all of them. And then once you think you have enough, then I think you need to move into like a Vanguard 500, like VOO ticker symbol, or like Berkshire, the B one, BRK.B. Uh, like, put some money into that. But I looked into, I'm gonna one day do a video on BRK.B and VOO ticker symbol. I'm gonna just explain the differences, but I'll rather put my money into VOO, just by looking at what they have, because Berkshire has like 50% of their, or 47% of their overall assets into like Apple. I'm not cool with that, because if something happens to Apple, these guys are gonna drop like half. So no, I'm not into that. But yeah, I think that that does it. But hopefully I'm not missing anything else because I'm just making this on the wind. Like I have no script, I have nothing, right? I just finished gym, so I thought I'd make a video before I go home. But I'll keep making these videos. If you guys like these videos, please subscribe. I need like 1,000 subscribers for this. A small channel, it's a new channel, but I'm very knowledgeable in my opinion. And I'm gonna drop all that knowledge to you guys, and help you guys prosper as well. And all the money that I get when this thing gets monetized. So I need like 40 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers. When that happens and they start giving me money, all that money is gonna go to charity. Um, so yeah, uh, just that's about it. And maybe might do a couple of other things for the charities to make more money. So if you want, if you guys like need a broker where you can buy stocks, I use IB, which is Interactive Brokers, as one of my platforms, and I can trade there from 4 a.m. till 8 p.m. Where in other platforms, you're only allowed to do it from 9:30 a.m. till like 4 p.m. So yeah, I'll maybe drop a referral link there, and anything that I get from these is gonna go straight to charity, as well as any ad money when this thing monetizes is gonna go to. And if you guys need me to make more money or have any other tickers that you would like me to talk about, I could do that. I'm pretty well versed in all of a lot of stocks, especially the ones that are pretty like popular, as well as some ones that are boring, um, and crypto as well. So watch my other videos, like and subscribe. Again, it takes like 2 seconds to like this video and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified when I do another video. And if I see that this thing picks up and there's people watching and there's people liking it, and they think that I'm genuine, I'm not like some pumper, and this is like true knowledge that I'm giving you guys, then in that case I'll do more videos. But if I see that I'm done like 50 videos and this thing is like nowhere and it has like 10 views or something, then I'm gonna obviously not waste my time, because I have two businesses that I run. Yes, I don't need to be there to run them, but they still require work. I still need to like talk to my clients. So anyways, I'm gonna stop talking now because I need to go home. I'm pretty hungry now. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a nice day.